Welcome to today's video, and thank you for being here. If you've been struggling with waking up multiple times at night to urinate, you're likely dealing with a condition known as nocturia. It's far more common than most people realize. And while it may seem like just a minor inconvenience, the truth is that frequent nighttime urination can significantly disrupt your overall health. It interferes with your sleep cycle, affects your mood, lowers your energy during the day, and over time can even compromise your immune system and cognitive performance. What many don't know is that the food and fluids you consume, especially later in the day, play a huge role in how your body regulates urination. Among the simplest and most therapeutic solutions are warm, nutrient-rich broths. These broths, when selected carefully and used consistently, can support bladder function, reduce inflammation, and gently help you regain control over your nightly sleep interruptions. Let's talk about the first broth, bone broth. Whether it's made from beef, chicken, or even fish bones, this is one of the most ancient healing remedies in traditional nutrition. Bone broth is incredibly rich in glycine, magnesium, collagen, gelatin, and various minerals like calcium and phosphorus. Glycine in particular plays an important role in calming the nervous system and improving sleep quality, but it also supports detoxification and tissue repair. The amino acids and minerals in bone broth help soothe the bladder lining, support kidney function, and reduce underlying irritation that can lead to urgency. A cup of slow, simmered bone broth in the evening, ideally taken 2 to 3 hours before bed, can nourish your urinary tract while relaxing your nervous system, helping you sleep longer without being jolted awake by the need to urinate. What makes bone broth even more powerful is that it doesn't overwhelm the kidneys with excess fluid like plain water often does at night, so it supports hydration in a more stable, sustainable way. Next, let's explore pumpkin seed broth. This one is lesser known, but it's a hidden gem when it comes to natural urinary tract and prostate support. Pumpkin seeds are rich in zinc, phytosterols, and omega-3 fatty acids. Several studies have noted that pumpkin seed extracts may help reduce symptoms of benign prostatic hyperplasia, or BPH, a major cause of nocturia in men. But this broth isn't just for men. The anti-inflammatory and hormone balancing properties of pumpkin seeds also benefit women who struggle with overactive bladder or hormonal imbalances that influence urination patterns. To make this broth, you can lightly simmer ground or crushed pumpkin seeds in water for about 15 to 20 minutes, then strain and sip. You may add a touch of turmeric or ginger to enhance its anti-inflammatory benefits. Taking this broth in the late afternoon or with your evening meal can offer a layer of protection to your bladder lining and help regulate bladder function throughout the night. Now let's talk about a powerful herbal combination, nettle leaf and parsley broth. This one is ideal for those who experience not just frequent urination, but also symptoms like bladder discomfort, water retention, or sluggish kidneys. Nettle leaf is well known in herbal medicine for its detoxifying and anti-inflammatory properties. It supports kidney function without causing dehydration or overstimulation. Parsley is a mild natural diuretic that works earlier in the day to gently help the body expel excess fluid, so by evening your bladder isn't under as much pressure. Together, they work to reduce inflammation in the urinary tract and calm bladder irritability. You can prepare this by steeping dried nettle leaves and fresh parsley in hot water for 10 to 15 minutes. The result is a light, herbaceous broth that not only soothes but also gently resets the system. It's best consumed in the early evening rather than right before bed, giving your body time to process the herbs while avoiding unnecessary fluid intake too close to sleep. Of course, timing and consistency are critical. Drinking these broths at the right time, usually with your last major meal, and no later than 2 to 3 hours before bed, is key. The goal is to support your body's natural rhythm without burdening your bladder during your most critical hours of rest. If you're also mindful about cutting back on caffeine, alcohol, and high sodium foods in the evening, these broths can become even more effective. And while they are gentle and safe for most individuals, always remember that each person's body responds differently. The improvements may take a few days or even a couple of weeks, so patience and consistency are essential. These broths are not miracle cures, but they are powerful tools in a holistic approach to managing nocturia. They provide hydration without excess volume, support tissue healing, reduce inflammation, and contribute to better sleep quality, naturally and affordably. If you're someone who's been frustrated by nightly bathroom trips and are looking for a safe, comforting, and nourishing solution, integrating these 3 broths into your daily routine might just be the change your body's been waiting for. And as always, if your symptoms persist, worsen, or are accompanied by other concerns like pain, blood in urine, or unexplained weight loss, do not delay consulting with a licensed healthcare provider. Natural remedies are meant to complement, not replace, professional guidance when it's needed. Nocturia is a condition that causes individuals to wake up 1 or more times during the night to urinate. While it might seem like just a minor inconvenience, it can significantly impact overall health and quality of life. Frequent nighttime urination disrupts the natural sleep cycle, particularly the deep and restorative stages of sleep that are crucial for healing, immune function, and mental clarity. When sleep is broken repeatedly due to the urge to urinate, people often experience daytime fatigue, reduced concentration, irritability, and even mood disturbances such as anxiety or depression. Over time, the accumulation of poor sleep can contribute to a higher risk of chronic conditions, including cardiovascular issues, metabolic disorders, and weakened immunity. There are many potential causes of nocturia, and they can vary from person to person. For some, it may be related to excessive fluid intake in the evening or the consumption of bladder irritants like caffeine, alcohol, or artificial sweeteners. For others, it could stem from medical conditions such as an overactive bladder, benign prostatic hyperplasia (BPH), urinary tract infections, diabetes, or even sleep disorders like sleep apnea. Hormonal changes, especially in older adults, can also influence how the kidneys produce urine at night. As we age, the body's natural ability to concentrate urine decreases, which means more urine is produced overnight, contributing to frequent awakenings. It's also important to note that nocturia can occur in both men and women, and it's not solely a result of aging. Younger individuals may experience nocturia due to high stress, poor dietary habits, medication side effects, or undiagnosed health conditions. The challenge with nocturia is that it often becomes a cycle. The more a person wakes up at night, the more their sleep rhythm is disturbed, and this disruption can actually lead to more frequent urination due to increased stress hormone levels and reduced bladder control. Addressing nocturia requires a thoughtful and holistic approach. While medical treatment may be necessary in certain cases, many people benefit from dietary and lifestyle changes. One of the gentlest and most supportive strategies involves using natural remedies like warm, mineral-rich broths that soothe the bladder, support kidney function, and reduce inflammation throughout the urinary tract. These broths, when consumed mindfully and at the right time of day, can help reset the body's rhythm and reduce the need for nighttime bathroom trips. By understanding what nocturia is and how it affects your body, you can begin to take meaningful steps to reclaim your sleep and overall well-being, naturally, safely, and effectively. Broths have long been regarded as healing tonics in many cultures, and when it comes to bladder health and managing nocturia, their value becomes even more apparent. These warm, nutrient, dense liquids provide gentle nourishment to the body while supporting critical functions of the urinary system. What makes broths especially beneficial is that they deliver hydration in a slow, sustained manner without overwhelming the bladder, which is particularly important for individuals who experience frequent nighttime urination. Unlike plain water, which can pass through the system quickly and lead to sudden urges, broths are absorbed more gradually and contain compounds that actively soothe and support the urinary tract. One of the primary reasons broths are so effective for bladder support is due to their rich mineral and amino acid content. Ingredients like collagen, glycine, magnesium, and phosphorus, commonly found in well-prepared bone broths, play a significant role in tissue repair, inflammation reduction, and nervous system regulation. Glycine, in particular, is known for its calming effects, which not only benefit sleep, but also help reduce the likelihood of stress-induced bladder spasms. These spasms are often an overlooked cause of nocturia and overactive bladder symptoms, and calming the system naturally can make a notable difference. In addition to their soothing properties, broths can also aid in reducing low-grade inflammation that may be affecting the bladder wall. Conditions like interstitial cystitis, mild urinary tract irritation, or hormonal shifts can all contribute to bladder sensitivity. By including anti-inflammatory herbs and foods, such as parsley, nettle leaf, turmeric, and pumpkin seeds, into broth recipes, individuals can provide targeted relief without resorting to harsh medications or diuretics. This natural approach is especially important for people who prefer gentle, food-based strategies that respect the body's balance. Another benefit of broths is their versatility. They can be tailored to meet individual health needs, and many ingredients used in bladder supportive broths are accessible and affordable. Whether it's simmering a traditional bone broth for its deep mineral content, preparing a pumpkin seed broth for prostate and hormone support, or using herbal infusions like nettle and parsley to aid kidney function, each variation brings unique advantages. More importantly, these broths can be integrated into a daily routine with ease. A warm cup in the late afternoon or evening can provide comfort, nourishment, and support for the entire urinary system, without risking fluid overload at bedtime. What truly sets broths apart is that they serve as both food and medicine. They work gently over time, supporting not just the bladder, but also the kidneys, nervous system, and digestive health, all of which are interconnected when it comes to nocturia. And because they are free from artificial additives, caffeine, or bladder irritants, they offer a safe and sustainable option for people of all ages looking to improve their nighttime urinary patterns. When consumed regularly and with attention to timing, broths become a reliable ally in promoting restful sleep and improving overall bladder health in a way that honors the body's natural healing processes. Bone broth, whether made from beef or chicken, is a traditional healing food that has stood the test of time. And for good reason. When it comes to supporting bladder health and reducing nighttime urination, bone broth offers a unique combination of nutrients that nourish, repair, and calm the body from within. Slow simmered over several hours, bone broth is rich in amino acids such as glycine, proline, and glutamine, as well as important minerals like calcium, magnesium, phosphorus, and potassium. These elements work together to support healthy kidney and bladder function, reduce inflammation in the urinary tract, and promote deeper, more restful sleep. One of the most powerful compounds in bone broth is glycine. This amino acid plays a key role in calming the nervous system, helping to relax the body in the evening and preparing it for sleep. Glycine has been studied for its ability to improve sleep quality by supporting the production of serotonin and regulating core body temperature, both of which are essential for uninterrupted rest. Since nocturia often disturbs deep sleep, consuming glycine-rich foods like bone broth in the evening can have a noticeable impact on both the frequency of nighttime urination and the quality of sleep. Additionally, glycine and collagen help support the structural integrity of the bladder lining, making it more resilient to irritation and urgency. The minerals in bone broth, particularly magnesium and potassium, also contribute to muscle relaxation and proper nerve signaling. This is important because overactive bladder symptoms and spasms can sometimes be triggered by electrolyte imbalances or nerve hypersensitivity. Magnesium, for instance, has a natural calming effect on muscles and can help reduce involuntary bladder contractions that lead to sudden urges during the night. By sipping on a cup of warm bone broth a few hours before bedtime, individuals can gently replenish these minerals without the risk of overhydrating or triggering bladder urgency. Another advantage of bone broth is that it provides hydration in a form that is slower to process than plain water or sugary drinks. Because it contains gelatin and other compounds that thicken the liquid slightly, the absorption rate is more gradual, which can help prevent sudden bladder filling overnight. This slow release of hydration supports the kidneys and urinary system without overstimulating them, making bone broth an ideal evening beverage for people struggling with nocturia. In terms of preparation, high-quality bone broth should be simmered for at least 12 to 24 hours to fully extract the nutrients from the bones and connective tissues. Adding ingredients like garlic, onion, celery, or a splash of apple cider vinegar can enhance the nutritional profile without introducing any bladder irritants. It's also essential to choose bones from clean, well-sourced animals, ideally organic or pasture-raised, to ensure that the broth is free from harmful residues or additives. Bone broth is more than just a comforting beverage. It is a functional food that delivers multiple layers of support for the urinary system, nervous system, and overall well-being. When incorporated into a regular routine, especially in the evening hours, bone broth can become a gentle, effective part of a natural approach to managing nocturia. Its warmth soothes, its nutrients heal, and its timing can make all the difference in helping you sleep through the night without disruption. Pumpkin seed broth is an often overlooked but highly beneficial remedy for those experiencing frequent nighttime urination. This unique broth taps into the powerful properties of pumpkin seeds, which are naturally rich in zinc, magnesium, omega-3 fatty acids, and phytosterols, compounds that have shown supportive effects on both bladder and prostate health. For individuals dealing with nocturia, particularly when it's related to bladder overactivity or mild prostate enlargement, incorporating pumpkin seed broth into the diet may offer gentle, food-based relief that supports urinary tract function without overstimulating the body. Zinc is one of the key minerals found in pumpkin seeds, and it plays a crucial role in maintaining prostate health and supporting the immune system. For men, especially those over the age of 40, prostate enlargement, also known as benign prostatic hyperplasia (BPH), is a common contributor to nocturia. Zinc helps regulate hormonal balance in the prostate and can reduce inflammation that contributes to urinary urgency. Women can benefit from zinc as well, as it supports tissue healing and immune defense, both of which are important when the urinary tract is under stress or irritation. By using pumpkin seeds to make a warm broth, these nutrients become more bioavailable and easier for the body to absorb. Pumpkin seeds also contain phytosterols, plant-based compounds known to support urinary flow and reduce bladder pressure. These phytosterols have been studied for their ability to improve symptoms of BPH and support a more complete and controlled emptying of the bladder. For people experiencing incomplete urination or frequent urges despite minimal urine output, this can make a meaningful difference. Additionally, omega-3 fatty acids found in pumpkin seeds have anti-inflammatory properties, which help soothe the bladder lining and reduce low-grade inflammation that often contributes to nighttime bladder sensitivity. Magnesium, another essential nutrient found in pumpkin seeds, helps regulate nerve and muscle function, including the muscles of the bladder wall. Adequate magnesium intake may reduce the involuntary contractions associated with an overactive bladder and promote relaxation throughout the pelvic region. This is especially useful in the evening when calming the nervous system is a key factor in preparing the body for uninterrupted sleep. To prepare pumpkin seed broth, simply simmer ground or lightly crushed pumpkin seeds in water for about 15 to 20 minutes. Strain the liquid and sip it warm, preferably in the late afternoon or early evening. You may enhance its benefits by adding gentle anti-inflammatory ingredients such as ginger, turmeric, or a pinch of black pepper. The resulting broth is light, earthy, and naturally supportive of urinary function without the irritants or stimulants found in many processed beverages. It is important not to overconsume fluids too close to bedtime, so this broth should ideally be enjoyed at least 2 hours before sleep. Pumpkin seed broth is also suitable for those following plant-based diets, offering a nourishing, vegan-friendly alternative to traditional animal-based broths. It provides a safe and effective way to nourish the body, calm the urinary tract, and reduce the frequency of nighttime urination through consistent, gentle dietary support. As with all natural remedies, results may take time and consistency is key, but many individuals find this simple addition to their routine offers both comfort and relief. By turning to natural, nutrient-rich broths like this one, individuals can take an active step toward improving their sleep quality and supporting bladder health in a balanced and sustainable way. Nettle leaf and parsley broth is a herbal infusion that brings together two powerful plants known for their ability to gently support the urinary system, detoxify the body, and reduce water retention, all without irritating the bladder or disrupting the body's natural fluid balance. This broth is especially beneficial for individuals dealing with nocturia, as it works to address underlying inflammation, calm the bladder, and support kidney function. Unlike harsh diuretics or overly stimulating herbal remedies, nettle and parsley work in harmony with the body to promote urinary comfort and nighttime relief in a natural and sustainable way. Nettle leaf is one of nature's most nutrient-rich herbs. It contains a variety of minerals such as iron, calcium, magnesium, and potassium, along with bioactive compounds that support kidney function and reduce systemic inflammation. Traditionally used as a tonic for the urinary tract, nettle leaf helps the kidneys filter waste more efficiently and assists in removing excess fluids without causing excessive urination. This means it helps reduce swelling and water retention during the day, which may lead to fewer nighttime bathroom trips. Additionally, nettle has gentle anti-inflammatory effects that can soothe irritation in the bladder lining, a common issue for those with overactive bladder or mild interstitial discomfort. Parsley, while commonly known as a garnish, is a potent medicinal herb in its own right. It contains essential oils like apiol and myristicin, which have mild diuretic properties that help the body eliminate excess fluid gradually and safely. The key benefit here is timing. When consumed in the earlier part of the evening, parsley helps shift fluid excretion to earlier hours, reducing the volume of urine the bladder needs to manage overnight. Parsley is also high in vitamin C, folate, and flavonoids, all of which contribute to reducing inflammation and oxidative stress in the urinary tract. When combined into a soothing broth, nettle and parsley create a synergistic effect. This infusion not only supports hydration and kidney health, but also provides the body with antioxidants and gentle detoxification support. To prepare the broth, you can use dried nettle leaves and fresh or dried parsley. Simmer them gently in water for 10 to 15 minutes, then strain and drink warm. The flavor is earthy and slightly grassy, and it can be enhanced with a small slice of ginger or a squeeze of lemon if desired. Consuming this broth in the late afternoon or early evening can help reduce the need for nighttime urination without introducing unnecessary bladder stimulation or excess liquid close to bedtime. Another important advantage of this broth is its calming effect. Both nettle and parsley have been associated with nervous system regulation, which is important because stress and anxiety often play a role in nighttime bladder overactivity. A calm body is less likely to misinterpret signals from the bladder or experience heightened urgency. By incorporating this herbal broth into your routine, especially on a consistent basis, you're providing your body with natural, plant-based tools to reset urinary rhythms, promote better sleep, and reduce the frequency of waking during the night. This approach respects the body's natural rhythms and avoids quick, fixed solutions that may come with side effects. It's also suitable for a wide range of dietary preferences, including those following vegetarian, vegan, or gluten-free lifestyles. As with any natural remedy, the benefits of nettle leaf and parsley broth may take a little time to become noticeable, but many people find that consistent use leads to gentle improvements in both bladder comfort and nighttime sleep patterns. When used alongside other supportive practices, this herbal broth can become a foundational part of a natural strategy to manage nocturia and restore restful, uninterrupted sleep. When it comes to using broths to support bladder health and reduce nighttime urination, timing, preparation, and consistency play a critical role in achieving noticeable results. Simply drinking a healthy broth is not enough. How and when it is consumed matters just as much as the ingredients themselves. To maximize the benefits of these nutrient-rich broths, it's important to follow a few best practices that help the body absorb their healing properties effectively, while minimizing the risk of triggering late night bladder activity. One of the most important guidelines is to avoid drinking large amounts of fluid, broth included, within 2 hours of going to bed. While hydration is essential during the day, the hours leading up to sleep should focus on limiting fluid intake to prevent unnecessary pressure on the bladder during the night. This is especially important for individuals dealing with nocturia, as the bladder's capacity to hold urine may already be compromised by overactivity, irritation, or hormonal changes, consuming broths in the afternoon or early evening, ideally between 5 p.m. and 7 p.m., allows the body time to process the fluid and nutrients fully before sleep, while still giving the bladder enough time to empty gradually. Equally important is consistency. Broths work best when consumed regularly over time, not as a one-time solution. Many of the benefits, such as reduced inflammation, improved bladder lining resilience, and better sleep quality, develop gradually. A warm, nourishing cup once daily, particularly in the evening, can gently condition the bladder, calm the nervous system, and contribute to an overall sense of relaxation that prepares the body for restful sleep. Skipping days or using them only occasionally may not provide the same lasting support. Another valuable practice is to pair broth consumption with mindful eating habits. Avoid consuming salty, spicy, or overly processed foods alongside these broths, as they can irritate the bladder or cause fluid retention, counteracting the positive effects. Instead, opt for whole foods that are low in sodium and rich in anti-inflammatory nutrients. When broths are included as part of a balanced dinner, they can enhance digestion, soothe the internal tissues, and promote a feeling of calm and fullness that reduces the temptation to snack or drink excessively in the evening. For those preparing their own broths at home, using high-quality, clean ingredients is essential. This means sourcing bones from pasture, raised animals for bone broths, using organic herbs like parsley and nettle for herbal infusions, and selecting raw, unsalted pumpkin seeds for seed-based broths. Avoid artificial seasonings, MSG, and heavy spices, as they can stimulate the bladder or lead to water retention. Simmering the ingredients gently and allowing enough time for nutrients to be fully extracted makes a big difference in the potency and effectiveness of the broth. Temperature also matters. Drinking broth warm, not hot and not cold, supports optimal digestion and enhances its soothing qualities. Warm liquids tend to relax the muscles of the digestive and urinary tracts, whereas very cold drinks can sometimes cause cramping or discomfort. Take your time when drinking broth. Sip slowly, breathe deeply, and allow your body to receive the nourishment with minimal stress. This mindful approach reinforces the calming effects that help reduce the urgency or frequency of nighttime urination. In conclusion, managing nocturia doesn't always require complicated treatments or harsh medications. Sometimes the most powerful solutions come from simple, natural choices that support your body gently over time. Incorporating broths like bone broth, pumpkin seed broth, and nettle leaf with parsley into your daily routine can provide nourishment, reduce inflammation, and promote better bladder function, all while preparing your body for restful, uninterrupted sleep. These broths are more than just comforting drinks. They are functional, healing tools that align with the body's natural needs. By focusing on high-quality ingredients, proper timing, and consistent use, you can begin to see meaningful improvements in both your sleep and overall urinary health. Remember, every small step toward wellness counts. And while these broths can be highly supportive, it's also important to listen to your body